Good evening, everybody. We'll get started with the Monday Night Cares Net shortly. Looks like about another 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll get going. Pull up a chair, get you something to drink, maybe a snack, and we'll get started here in just a few minutes. It's a little warm here these last few days. Been in the upper 80s. Had to turn the air conditioner back on. And it's November. Should be running the heat. Having a fire in the fireplace. Ew, we got to run the air conditioner. Just another minute or two. We do have the voice ID working again on the repeater, so you should hear that at the top of the hour.
The time is 7 p.m. This is the K5VZC repeater system.
There it is. Guess that means we need to get started. Hey, good evening, everybody. This is K5KJZ, and it's now time for the Canton Area Radio Emergency Services Monday Night Net. Name here is Randy, located about 4 miles south of Canton off of 198. I'll be your net control for tonight's CARES Net. CARES is the Canton Area Radio Emergency Services Radio Club. This net is held Monday evenings at 1900 hours local time on the K5VZC repeater system at 147.200 and 444.975 over there in Primrose. The CARES Radio Club meets monthly on the third Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., and that's at the Van Zandt County Library off of FM 859. Just so happens that everybody's just lucky enough to be able to join us on this coming Wednesday. So we'll hope to see you all there at the library at 6:30 p.m. The purpose of this net is to build amateur radio use throughout Van Zandt County by providing a venue for operators to become comfortable and proficient speaking over the airways, so that should an emergency arise, we'll be ready to help transmit and receive emergency messages. With that, we'll go ahead and take a short pause and see if there's any emergency traffic at this time. This is K5KJZ. All right, hearing none. That's a good thing. With that, we'll go ahead and start taking check-ins. When you check in, give me just your call sign phonetically and semi-slowly so I can get it into the log, and we'll get moving. This is K5KJZ taking check-ins for the Monday Night CARES Net.
Juliet 5, Hotel Charlie Golf.
Kilo Juliet 5, Hotel Tango Oscar.
Kilo Foxtrot
Victor Alpha Victor. So India 5, Bravo Delta, India.
Not too many checking in tonight. Not too bad. That's 4 plus myself. And you, Miss D. Not Misty, but Miss D. All right, I guess we'll take that short pause and go ahead and recognize KJ5HCG, KJ5HTO, KF5VAV, KI5BDI. Anybody else would like to join us for tonight's Monday Night's Cares Net? This is Katie5KJZ taking a few more check-ins. Yeah, may not be too many tonight. Kind of lacking. What was that extra one for? All righty. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and take what we can get for tonight. Maybe everybody's just busy getting ready to watch the Cowboys play tonight. So when I call on you, if you would, give us your name, approximate location, and whether or not you have any traffic for tonight's Cares Net. We'll go ahead and start it off with Mr. KJ5HCG.
My name is Charlie, and I'm 10 miles south of Canton, Texas, off of Highway 19, about 1 mile on 858 to the east. I have no traffic at this time. Back to net.
All right, Charlie G, good to hear you this evening. Next on our list, KJ5HTO.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Matt, located a couple miles east of Canton here at I-20 and 1255, and I have no traffic. Back to net.
All right, good evening to you, Mr. Matt. Good to hear you this evening. Next on the list, KF5VAV. Your check-in, please, sir.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Cody. I live on the east end of Benwheeler, a few miles south of Van, over in the Primrose area. I do not have any traffic for the net. Back to you, sir. KF5 VAB.
Good evening, Mr. Cody. All right, having fun over there this evening, I suppose, probably. Next on the list, Mr. KI5BDI.
KI5BDI, this is Kevin, 5 miles north of I-20 off of Highway 19, 2 pieces of traffic.
All right, Mr. Kevin, good evening to you, sir. Well, let's go ahead and jump on in with your 2 pieces of traffic for us.
KI5BDI. The first one is about the Broadcastify stuff that you've got here. When I talk on it, the bars go across the left and right, and then the black box that's got where you talk and it goes green up and down, that's working. When anybody else is on the net, it's not picking it up because that doesn't change at all. And the status log, nothing's changed in that since you put it in. Just wanted to FYI you on that. The other piece of information, you have announced that we are having a meeting on Wednesday at 6:30 at the library. I want to remind everybody that a month from there, in December, we will not be having a meeting at the library, except for Cody, who can go to the library and have a meeting there anytime he wants. KI5BDI, back to net control.
Hello, Misty. How's Ireland today? All right, Mr. Kevin. Yeah, thank you, sir. We probably just need to get that external antenna hooked up so it'll pick up everybody else off the repeater. It's picking up off of your radio. So yeah, we just another task to be done. All right, and hopefully everybody can join us for the last meeting of this year coming up on this coming Wednesday. And because we don't meet in December. Thanks for the reminder, Kevin. Rainy. Oh man. Is it cool and rainy? Alrighty, well with that we'll move right along to the next wonderful thing. Mr. Kevin, do you also happen to have a wonderful bad dad joke for us? This is Katie 5, KJZ.
I have one. I don't think I've used this. I think it was rather appropriate that it appeared on my calendar of bad dad jokes on election day. So the question is, how are politicians like diapers? How are politicians like diapers?
KJZ. Several of us. We all doubled. I think we may have doubled with ourselves.
Do you have an answer?
Well, I'll take a stab at it. They're full of you know what and need changing often. Katie 5, KJZ.
Work. They both need to be changed regularly, and they are definitely full of it.
I gotta let the ID get in there. All right. Well, I happen to have a few of the wonderful trivia questions. Just happen to be dealing with some amateur radio. So we'll see if anybody can pick up on these. If not, it'll be a refresher for us. Here's the first one. What frequency range is commonly defined as the HF amateur radio band? What frequency range is commonly defined as the HF amateur radio bands? Anybody got an answer for us?
J5HTO.
Jump on in there, Matt.
230 megahertz.
You may have quick keyed yourself, but I think you said 3 to 30. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir. I guess that's correct on both accounts.
All righty. Very good. Yes, sir, indeed. That is what they are looking for. 3 to 30 megahertz. All right, here's the next one for you. Which HF band is known as the 40-meter band? Which HF band is known as the 40-meter band? We're looking for megahertz.
KJ5HTO.
All right, Mr. Matt, go ahead. You got the answer for this one?
That'd be the 7-meter band.
Well, that's close. It wouldn't be the 7-meter band because it's 40 meters, but 7 megahertz band. Close, very close. Good enough. All right, get ready for your next one. What atmospheric layer is primarily responsible for long-distance HF propagation via skywave? What atmospheric layer is primarily responsible for long-distance HF propagation via skywave? Ah, good job, Misty and Colton. Both got it right. Yeah, definitely. You got that one right, man. Uh-oh. All right, the challenge is on. I've got 2 people online with the correct answer. Anybody else want to take a shot at it?
KJ5HTO.
Matt, all these are got your name on them, I guess. Go ahead.
I don't know why I'm sitting here trying to eat my dinner. Is that the E layer?
Oh, close but no cigar. No, sir. It is the F layer, also known as the ionosphere. Ionosphere. F layer. Very close, but not quite what they were looking for. That's right, Misty. No interference from the sun at night. That sun does a good job of interfering. All right, here's your next one. Here we go. What is the name of the phenomenon where HF signals travel along the Earth's surface rather than refracting off of the ionosphere? I'll read that to you again. What is the name of the phenomenon where HF signals travel along the Earth's surface rather than refracting off the ionosphere? Ah, good job, Colton. Ground wave. There you go.
KJ5HTO.
Oh, go ahead, Matt.
I'm just going to jump out there. Is it ground wave or surface wave propagation?
Man, you were paying attention in school on that day. It is, in fact, ground wave propagation. Good job. All right, fire up your school books and see if you got the answer for this one. The question is, which HF band is famous for long distance DX during daylight hours, especially around solar maximum? Which HF band is famous for long distance DX during daylight hours, especially around solar maximum? Yep, you got it, Colton. 10 meters, 28 megahertz, however you want to look at it. right next to 11 meters, which is 27 megahertz. Uh-oh. Anybody want to take a guess at it? Don't have to have the right answer, just a guess.
KJ5HTO.
Matt's the only one trying. Go ahead, Matt. Jump in.
I can't remember which one. I'm torn between 20 meter and 40 meter. I don't know which one, but I'm gonna say 20 meter.
No, those are nighttime bands. No, not on that one. On 20 and 40, those are closer to evening time or nighttime when the sun doesn't affect them as much. You get better propagation out of them. But what they're looking for here is 10 meters, 28 megahertz, right next door to 27 megahertz, which is 11 meters for the chicken band. All right, here's your next one. What is the maximum allowed power for most U.S. amateur HF operations? FCC Part 97, unless otherwise restricted. What is the maximum allowed power out for most U.S. amateur HF operations, according to the FCC?
Cat5BDI.
Hey, go ahead, Matt. I started to say Matt. Mr. Kevin, go ahead.
I don't know if I came across or not. 200.
No, it cut you off the first time with the ID, but I got you in there with a 200. But nope, that's not what they're looking for. Anybody else want to take a shot at it? A kilowatt? No, not a kilowatt.
KJ5HTO.
Go ahead, Matt.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 1500 watts. 1500.
Got it. 1.5 kilo. Got it. Yep, you're in there. 1500 watts is the maximum according to the FCC Part 97. There you go. Good job. I'll take just a quick poll. Take turns. Does anybody dabble with the digital modes on HF? I know we don't have very many HF operators, but does anybody play with digital mode? This question may not apply. I'll take that as a no. That's all right. I'll go ahead and read it to you, and you'll be that much more smarter for the evening. What digital mode introduced by Joe Taylor, K1JT, revolutionized weak signal HF communications? That would be FTA, Foxtrot Tango 8. That's a digital mode that is kind of fun if you've ever gotten on and played with HF in digital mode. It propagates very well at night. All right, we'll go ahead and jump on to the next one. What is the popular Q code that means I am lowering power? What is the popular Q code for lowering power?
KJ5HTO.
Go ahead, sir. We got one online that's got the right answer. What you got for us?
Q code is QRP.
All right. Well, for additional credit, what does QRP usually stand for as far as watts?
Is it less than 20 watts?
That is correct, sir. Usually less than 20. Most likely it will be about 10 watts. That's the most common that the more modern rigs nowadays will allow you to do on QRP. 10 watts. All right, here's the next one. You may not know this, but think about it a minute. It kind of makes sense. Which 20-meter frequency is traditionally used as an international emergency and disaster relief calling frequency? What 20-meter frequency is traditionally used as an international emergency and disaster relief calling frequency? Anybody got an answer for that one, or just take a guess? Uh-oh. May have stumped everybody. Well, Google it real quick. Which 20-meter frequency is traditionally used as an international emergency relief calling frequency? IDK. How about 14,300? That's the calling frequency on 20 meter. All righty. Well, I guess I better give this one to you. It is 14.300, 14.300 megahertz. That's in the 20 meter band. So you have most of the 20 meter is in the 14 megahertz band. And there again, if you want to play with the digital mode and you've got something to decode it and you just want to listen, scroll up around 14.270, and that's pretty active up in there for any kind of digital mode. Lots of action going on. Anyway, well, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night with that one and let everybody get inside and watch the Cowboy game. With that, we'll go ahead and start our checkouts and call it an evening. Hope to see everybody at the Wednesday evening meeting. We'll start off with Charlie G. Your checkout, please, sir.
KJ5HCG. Enjoyed the net tonight. I was kind of lost a little bit on the questions, but just tells me I need to keep abreast with the test, I guess. I enjoyed it, Randy. You guys have a good week. I hope to see you Wednesday at 6:30 at the library. KJ5HCG. Back to the net.
All right, Charlie G. Hope to see you there for the last one of this year. Next on the list, Mr. Matt, KJ5HTO. Your checkout, please, sir.
Randy, enjoyed it as usual. Great questions. That was a good refresher class. I enjoyed that. So anyhow, hope to see y'all Wednesday. I'll be there. KJ5HTO, back to net.
All right, thank you, sir. Good to hear you this evening. Next on the list, KF5VAV.
Thanks for running that, Randy. Really appreciate you as always. Hope you're all doing well. Hope to see everybody on Wednesday night. Definitely need to brush up on my trivia. Y'all have a good evening. KF5, VAV clear.
All right, Cody. Yep, look forward to seeing you on Wednesday evening at 6:30 at the library. Next on the list, definitely not least, Mr. Kevin, your checkout, please, sir.
FIBDI, this is Kevin. Thanks for running the net, Randy. Good job. Good questions. Hope to see everybody out there on Wednesday night. KFI BDI back to net control.
All right, Mr. Kevin, good to hear you this evening. Thanks for checking in with us. Mr. Matt, are you still available?
Yes, sir, Randy, I am here.
Would it be possible for you to QSY over that 444.800 machine?
Absolutely. You have to give me a minute. I've got to go out to the car. That's where my 400 machine is.
No problem. We'll go ahead and draw this one to a close. Everybody have a good week, and we'll return this repeater back to normal amateur use. This is KD5KJZ, closing the Monday Night Cares Net. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good one. Misty, glad you could join us. Stay dry. Colton, I'll talk to you soon.